Hey, Shalom Markins Rakam Makapashim GMS London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Chachmadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful that's pushing his truth and all sincerity. Brother had posted this up in the chat, man, and here we got this UK rapper, Skepta, right? And he made this statement, okay, that was posted up, right? And it just shows you mentality, Jake, and how Jake is just wicked and double-minded, and they're just off in general, man. The majority of our people, they're off, right? They're selfish creatures, and you know, and they only want to serve themselves, right? And they don't care what they got to do in this world to obtain what they want to fulfill their lusts. They're prepared to go and do it, you know. And we already know what the whole entertainment industry is like, and the things you got to do to be there, you know, to get their the crumbs off these small hats table. You know, we all know what they got to do, send their souls out and all of that stuff, man. Send the people out, you know, to get their fame and their glory, right? Because inside they're dark. You know, the majority of people got dark souls, man, right? And Satan can easily come in there and, you know, invade that heart, right? And get them to commit all kinds of wickedness and abominations, man. Right? But this is something he supposedly said, you know, right? And I'm going to read it. It says, when I was younger and things were difficult, like hard. Now this man, you know, he's gonna talk like ain't no one else going through some hardness. Like no one's been through any degree of hardness that he's been through, and you know, to justify what he's about to say or what he did. You know, people do this all the time, man. You know, but the thing is, if you're a good man, right? Which none of us can call ourselves good, as the scriptures say, there's none good but the Father. But you know, if you're trying to be the most righteous that you can, man, you're gonna have some type of integrity, right? You're gonna have some type of integrity, okay? And Job, the book of Job, and Job is supposed to be an example of that, or one of the examples of that, right? And I'm gonna read this from Job 2:3. It said, "And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and issueth evil." He hateth evil, man. All right, and still holdeth fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. Now we go through things as Israelites, right? I'm gonna come back to that, man. But we go through things as Israelites because we're in captivity. We're in you know, we're on a naughty step, so to speak, right? The Most High is giving us over into the hands of our enemies for punishment, man, because we've been disobedient to him. And this is what our people don't really understand. They don't understand why Jacob has such a hard life. Okay, well, why we have such a plight. They don't get it, right? But this guy, he thinks by doing the wrong thing that is going to make his life better, which I guess maybe he thinks it has got better because, you know, he got record deals and all that kind of stuff. Satan's giving him things, right? Because he's the king of this world, right? The ruler of this world. But ultimately, it's all going to be worth shit, right? But I'm gonna read a little bit more and I'll go back to Joel quickly, right? It says, I will pray to God and tell him that I'm about to pray to Satan. Now, that automatically, that's you trying to tempt the Most High. Okay, which we know is you don't do that. Okay, we know you don't do that, right? I'll come back to Job, but okay, we get Matthew chapter 4, verse 1. It says, Then Yahushua led out of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. Right, and all it is temptation, man. And the scripture say, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right, you're gonna go through things. You're gonna have to fight, you know, spirits, man. You have to fight yourself, okay, to try and, you know, keep your integrity, man. Right. So when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of God, command these stones that stones be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, man shall live by bread alone, but every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city, and setteth him on a pinnacle of the temple, and saith unto him, If thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, It said, any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. And Yahushua said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power. Right? We're not meant to be here pitting, the Most High against, his word just because we can. And this guy, he trying to set up a fight between the Most High and Satan. Like, it's a fucking show to him, man. Most High don't play games. Okay, the Most High ain't playing your games, man. Okay, the Most High is above your games, your stupid little feeble mortal games, right? You think you're gonna challenge the Most High? You think you're gonna get an outcome that you want? No, you're mistaken. All right. So I will pray to God and tell him that I'm about to pray to Satan, and if he don't want me to, he should answer my prayer. Right? That's not how you go about things, man. Okay. Obviously, if this is what he was actually on, like, his soul weren't right in the first place. Okay, his soul wasn't right in the first place, man. Okay, a man that had a more upright soul would not do such a thing. Okay, he would fear the Most High. Okay, not be trying to play games with the Most High, trying to tempt the Lord. And this is the thing, like, the Most High don't want you, man. If this is your heart, the Most High don't want you. All right. But let me go back to Job, man. He was talking about his hard life, and this is why he did such a thing, or was doing such a thing. Right, back in Job, verse 4, it said, and Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man have, he will give for his life. But Satan would be right with this character, Skepta, but put forth thine hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. Essentially what, Skepta would do, he's always basically trying to take the piss, right? And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. Right? So Satan went forth from the presence, and this is what you don't understand, man. You're here trying to force the Lord into doing something because you believe that the Most High don't want you to go to Satan. You don't understand that Satan works for the Most High. You're in his hands either way, but you'll be on the left hand side of his hand, man. You don't really want to be there. Most High really jack you up. All right. It says so went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And that's making me think about now, guys like this Skepta, man, he's going to take the MOTB, right? And those that take the MOTB, man, not only are they going to be severely judged when the time comes, man, but prior to that, man, they're going to, get all kinds of sores and boils. They're going to be in agony. Yeah, they'll be going through that, man. All right. Thinking that his life's a game, man, So Job was sore boils with the sole of his foot unto his crown, okay, all up on his head, right? And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Right? Job didn't turn to Satan and said, let Satan take this off of me. Please listen to me, because God ain't listening to me. Listen to me, please. I'll serve you if you do this thing for me. No, Job never said that. Job kept his integrity, man. He understood. He had understanding. Which something Skepta and the majority of people don't have. Is understanding why these things are befalling upon us, man. Because we ain't right. Our people are not right. Okay? So then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God and die. Right? But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, and shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips. Right? That's how you're meant to be. Okay, when you're going through shit. Okay, that's how you're meant to be, man. So all this, life was hard when I was younger. Well, there's millions of people that have been through most likely harder lives than you have. Not just saying that obviously they're with the Lord and everything, but I'm just saying, man, don't be using that shit as an excuse to why you did wicked things. To justify, your reasonings and why you did such things, man. Okay, there is no excuse. All right. But I'll go back here, right? It says, So I would pray to God and tell him that I'm about to pray to Satan, and if he don't want me to, he should answer my prayer. If I didn't get what I wanted, I'd pray to Satan and say that if he wanted me to switch sides, so this guy would happily serve Satan, which he is anyway. You know, he always has been. You don't understand it. The fact that this was in his mind, man, it shows you he went with the Most High in the first place, man. He was he had a dark spirit, right? If I didn't get what I wanted, that selfishness, it's all about what he wants, right? Not about what he should be doing to receive mercy and blessings. No, it's about what he wants, man, and none of that other stuff matters, right? And that's our people, man. That's just selfish, right? So, if I didn't get what I wanted, I'd pray to Satan and say, if he wanted me to switch sides, he should answer to me. Like, this guy is in control. Answer to me. I used to try and pit God and Satan against each other to fight for my soul. This wicked demon, man. All right. Man is tempting the Lord, right? So, going back here. Oh, sorry, let me get one more thing before I move. All right. This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. It says, you were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because you moved God to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies. Okay, we're not here to live fancy lives, man, in a lab of luxury, you know? We're here for punishment, man. So life is going to be hard, man. And until you understand that you need to get right with the Heavenly Father, man, shit is going to continue to be bad. You know, and even when you turn to the Lord and you come to serve him, right? Don't mean you're gonna have a great life, man. Because at the end of the day, this place is not our rest, but this place is the playground of the wicked, man. And the wicked rule in this earth, man. So shit ain't gonna be how it's supposed to be. You know, demons everywhere. Demons fucking with you all the time. You know, fucking with your woman, fucking with your children. You know, fucking with your colleagues at work and shit, trying to fuck with you. You know, people out here on the road just doing some mad stuff. You know, murders, rapes. You know, all kinds of shit going on, man. Right? So this place is never going to be what we want it to be. Okay, we're you know, under the curses, man. Until the Lord returns and delivers us from this place, man, shit ain't going to be how it's supposed to be. All right? So we're here for our punishment, man, under the hand of the wicked. Right? But if you understood that, man, you'd know that, hey, you got to be patient. Okay, but the majority of these guys, they ain't patient. It's all about what they want. I want it now. Spoiled ass brats, man, in their mind. Feeling that they deserve something. When in reality, we don't deserve shit. Okay? Our lives we don't even deserve, man. We don't deserve to exist as a people, man, because of what we've done. Okay, but none of our people want to acknowledge that. Okay, it's all about what he wants, what they want, what, you know? It says, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not God, right? The reason why you're in this situation because you're sacrificing unto devils. You're doing the same thing. You think that's going to get you out of the situation? That's counterintuitive, man. Okay, that's dumb. The very thing that the reason why you're living such a poor life, you figure that they're doing the same thing is going to get you out of it, man. That's retarded, right? So yeah, that was it. So going back to this is Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 16 says, ye shall not tempt the Lord your power as ye tempted it in Massah. Right, that's what Yahushua was quoting, right? And here's the occasion. In Exodus 17, right, verse 1, it says, and all the congregation of the children of Israel journeyed from the wilderness of Sin after their journeys according to the commandment of the Lord and pitched in Rephidim. And there was no water for the people to drink, right? So they were going through a hard time. Man, were thirsty. Right, they've been traveling out there in the wilderness. They were thirsty. Okay, and they were getting disgruntled, man. Right, they were being fearful. They didn't have faith. They didn't believe in the power of the Heavenly Father, even though they'd witnessed so much stuff. Okay, they were still acting like unfaithless bastards, man. All right. It says, wherefore the people did chide with Moses. Okay, they came against Moses, started arguing with Moses, and said, give us water that we may drink. And Moses said unto them, why chide ye with me? Wherefore do ye tempt the Lord? All right. And the people thirsted there for water, and the people murmured against Moses, and said, wherefore is this that thou hast brought us up out of Egypt to kill us and our children and our cattle with thirst? Right, these guys really just wanted to go back to Egypt, man. Okay, they've been complaining this whole time since they left. Complaining about this, complaining about that. They wanted to be in Egypt and serve under the Egyptians, man, rather than serve the Lord and have faith and, do what was commanded of them, man. Okay, like this dude, he really just wants to serve in this kingdom. He wants to serve under Satan, and he's prepared to do whatever he can to prosper in it. You can't serve two masters. He's trying to pit off the Most High and Satan against one another, man. He's stupid. For you will hate one and love the other, man. And this guy is obviously inclined to the dark side, This is verse 4, and Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, what shall I do unto this people? They be almost ready to stone me. And the Lord said unto Moses, go on before the people, and take with thee of the elders of Israel and thy rod, wherewith thou smeltest the river. Take in thy hand and go. Behold, I will stand before thee there upon the rock in Horeb, and thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out of it, that the people may drink. And Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel. And he called the name of the place Massah and Meribah, because of the chiding of the children of Israel, and because they tempted the Lord, saying, is the Lord among us or not? Okay, that's what you're saying. If you really there, answer me, like you demanded to be answered, man. When you pray, man, to pray is like is to beg, right? And when you beg, you have to beg with faith, man. You have to believe, right? But you're quick. These men are quick, right? If they don't get answers straight away, I'm gonna ask this dude. I'm gonna ask this. I'm gonna ask Satan. I'm gonna ask Esau. I'm gonna find some other way because he ain't answered me. I ain't waiting for him. Maybe he don't even exist. I'm gonna go to this other god. That's what our people have been doing this whole damn time, man. Because they're impatient, man. They lack faith. Lack integrity. All right. Okay, we're closing up soon. Just a couple more, right? This is John chapter 8, verse 44, because I made the point, but I'm just going to end it with these. All right, John 8 and 44, it says, ye are... wait a second. Verse 42, and Yahweh said to me, if God were your father, you would love me, for I proceeded forth and came from God. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me. Why do you not understand my speech, even because you cannot hear my word? Ye are of your father the devil. And skeptic falls in that category, man. Lest he repent, right? But I would say that was unlikely, right? So you are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, man. He went right in the mind. Okay, really, you belong to Satan. Really, you always have done. Okay, because your spirit weren't right within you, man. The same way it weren't right within Cain. All right. This is and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. All right. He ain't right. He weren't right in the mind. To even think that way and do what he did, he weren't right. All right. Just finishing this off, right? So depending on the situation and whichever power was more inclined to help me, I would be on the other side and ask the opposition to prove each other wrong. So you're playing games, man. And in the end, you're just gonna end up being destroyed, man. You're gonna find out how things really work. All right, so we're going to end it with this. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 5. It says, to deliver such an one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh, that the spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord Yahweh Shai. All right, these people are going to be given up, you know, because eventually he'll be in his right mind. He'll be in the kingdom, you know, in his respective tribe, okay, in his respective lot, right? But he ain't going to be no superstar in Israel like he like a star in this world, right? No, you receive your consolation in that sense. All right, you're going to be just another Israelite, as great as they are. Okay, you're going to be on a low level in comparison to, the great men in Israel. All right, because your mindset ain't right, man. And when the Lord destroys you, man, you're going to come back in your right mind, and you're gonna fear and serve the Lord as you're supposed to in the first place, man. And not play these fucking stupid games, man. All right. But anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. I hope this is edifying. And I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next one, man. So till then, I say shalom.